right, welcome to SBR Sports Fix. His name's Mike Brenner. My name's Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. It's Week 5 in college football. We're talking with Doug Upzone. Always love to hear what Doug Upzone has to say about any game. And the game that we have been assigned right now to cover, the Thursday night game, Connecticut and Houston, the big one.
Hey, before you jump ahead,
go ahead.
8-1 Doug is right now. He swept
NFL.
the board with us last week.
That's right, in the NFL. Absolutely. All right, so this game, we looked at the opening line we thought was a little bit low. You wound up taking Houston officially on the first half, which wound up opening at minus 17.
I love it.
I bet the opener at minus 27.5, but I didn't give it officially yet. I'm still thinking about it's curious that it hasn't moved. Obviously, if any big sharp action liked it at 28,
I think
it would be already up to 30 or 30.5 or something like that.
I
think I am going to give one official pick though right now before we hear what Doug Upzone has to say. Well, first I'll listen to hear what he has to say, and then I'll decide whether I want to give it official. But the total opened at 50 or 51 or something.
Seems really low.
And I'm not exactly sure
UConn
why
got
it's
a decent
low.
defense? Not that I've dug
No,
into.
but they do have a quarterback who's been okay, who's been getting some kind of production this year. So I'm liking the over. I think I'm going to give it officially. But first, let's hear what Doug Upzone has to say about it. Doug Upzone, right now we have Houston minus 28. Feels like they're going to steamroll over Connecticut, and the total seems low at 50, 50.5, or 51. What do you have to say about this game, Doug Upzone?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This is certainly not going to be on the big board in terms of a game to play. But to your point, Peter, I think the over is the better way to go. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a rock solid play, but between the two, certainly that's the case. And looking at this game, the one thing that actually occurred, because I had to write about this game on Sunday night, the actual opening line at betonline.com, or excuse me, betonline AG, was 23.5, and that just zoomed right up, even Sunday night, all the way to 27. I happened to notice. So that was really interesting just about that.
But was that ever a market number though? Like did Pinnacle and Bookmaker and all those places ever have a 24?
Yes, they did. They actually right afterwards. Yeah.
Wow,
that's amazing. Yeah.
So that's why you got to have books at accounts at all these places to take advantage of those lines.
That's
because,
right, and jump on it as soon as you can. And
wow.
God, that's amazing. We give you the
exactly.
tools.
Now looking at this game, Connecticut, the one thing is they can't score. They average 21. They average 21. I think it's 21.2 points per game on the season. They have a lot of problems, and they've had a lot of problems scoring. They've actually averaged under their coach Bob Diaco, who's a defensive-minded coach. They've averaged under 20 points the 2 previous years, so they're making baby steps, but certainly not much. Now, last year they upset Houston, and it's Houston's only loss in the last 2 years, 20-17 at Stores. But that was because Greg Ward did not play. And if you happen to remember the line, Houston was only a 10-point favorite, in that spot. But with no Greg Ward, didn't get the job done, and the Connecticut defense, was up to the task. I don't think that's going to be the case in this particular thing. Tom Herman, their Houston coach, is already being rumored as the likely candidate to go to LSU. This guy is ultra competitive. I think that he's going to want his guys really focused to get revenge in this particular instance. So I like what they have to do. Houston is dynamic. Other than Lamar Jackson, Greg Ward Jr. is the most exciting college quarterback that's going right now. They have a tremendous offensive line and defensive line, and I think they can overpower Connecticut. Plus, Connecticut finally played a really good offense last week, a passing offense in Syracuse. They gave up 31 points and 425 yards passing. I think they're in trouble. I don't like such a big number myself personally, but if I'm playing this game, it's only Houston or it's nothing.
All right, well, Doug Upzone's analysis backs up Mike Brenner's take on this game, and that's got Mike very excited.
It does, because he said one thing, and I loved it. Hey, Doug, Tom Herman, all right, this guy is a competitor, and he knows he is a front runner for LSU. He is going to turn this team on early and often this week because he wants to show what he can do. I'm telling you, I love this play. I think they bury this team in the first half. Bring the wheelbarrow and bring the shovel.
All right, and I will go with the over 50 officially on my record, and also throw on the first half over as well.
Not?
Should be about 20. Should be under 27. Doug Upzone, thanks so much for your thoughts on this game and everything else we've done this week. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, Doug.
You betcha, gentlemen. Take care.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.